Oh, what's going on, Buzzcut? Lucifer, Maverick, Karma. Almost forgot Big Man over there, Big Blue. How you doing? How you doing? I know those watching right now, you're probably quite confused because if you remember, and if you've been watching the channel for some time, about 4 to 5 months ago, the same title, the same thumbnail, the same topic was discussed, and I kind of acted on it. You guys know I placed an order on a 2024 Race Red Performance Pack base model GT, and about 2 months after placing that order, you obviously know I canceled it because we did buy a house, and although it would have been really cool to have a Race Red Mustang GT, which is very similar to the Torch Red in the C7, and then having the two grabber cars, Maverick and Lucifer, nonetheless, that was my idea. 2 red, 2 blue would have been sick. When I placed my order, it was around the time when Joel was getting his Yellow Splash GT, and then shortly after, Jake received delivery of his Oxford White Mustang Dark Horse, and then I kept checking mine, and mine was just stuck in this limbo of processing, and it was kind of a bad situation because at that time, that's when all the strikes and stuff were going on with the motor companies, and I think it just slowed things down, and that was just kind of like the final straw. I was like, all right, you know what? We'll just cancel this order, move on. Well, today, things have changed, and my mindset is all over the place because, you know, I'm getting bored. I want to fill that excitement, that void again here with the channel and have just something to look forward to because, to be quite honest, when it comes to Maverick, the car is damn near done because it's a Mach 1 handling pack. There's not much you can do. Lucifer, well, that's a whole nother story because this car's been on the channel for 5 freaking years now. Just to give those a little backstory as to how I came up in the YouTube world, I started off with a 1999 Mustang GT. It was nothing special. It wasn't even a premium. It was actually a base. I ended up creating a build series around that car titled the Redo Blue, and that's where I would take a base car and modify it, document it, post it. People loved it. Shortly after getting the car where I essentially wanted it, there came a time to where I was like, okay, I want the next greatest and best thing, and that was the Gen 1 Coyote at the time, and to find one in grabber blue with such low miles, and my mindset back then was like, okay, we're going to do the same thing with Lucifer. We're going to take a Coyote Mustang here and we're going to make it how I want to make it, document it, and this is the outcome, in which I think is the people's favorite car I've ever had on the channel. Anyway, later in this video, I'll share more as to my whole thought process on getting a 24, and the one we're looking at today, I believe, is honestly like the perfect option for me right now, considering I plan on keeping both of these cars, all 3 of them, as a matter of fact. So it's not going to be like the most fancy schmanchiest one, but it is going to be the perfect addition to the family, I think, and I'm excited about it. So this freaking car, dude, every time I hop in the Mach, like, just look at it. This thing is so sick. And I don't know. It's kind of crazy because this one is kind of on top of Lucifer for me right now. This car just does everything and then some, and look how freaking nasty it looks. I am thoroughly enjoying my Mach 1 experience, and if you guys have ever considered getting a Mach, I highly recommend it because it's a blast, man. It really is. We're gonna head to a local Ford that's about 15 or so minutes away, and if you actually watched the last video I posted on the channel, the night drive POV with Lucifer, if you didn't watch that, please go watch it. In that actual video, we looked at the car I'm trying to purchase today, if this Ford dealership is willing to work with me, because I found the exact same spec with just 20 miles on it. That's an hour away. Matter of fact, the same dealership I bought Hades. That dealership has the exact same car that this local Ford dealership has, but theirs is $3,000 cheaper. So I already set up an appointment with that dealership on Saturday, and if this dealership doesn't want to like honor and match that price, because it is identical, and I think this one even has a little more miles, if they don't want to match it and whatnot, then, you know, we'll save that for another day. But I'm really hoping to walk away with this car today. God damn, what happened to those things? Smacked. I'm a little bit nervous about all this. This was not planned whatsoever. This was like a 2-day idea that's kind of becoming real now, so it's not quite definite yet. We got to see what happens. And I'll be straight up with y'all, like with this car, the Mach, I am financing this car. You know, again, it's like business stuff, but at the end of the day, we did just buy a house and whatnot. So I don't know, like, if I'm going to get any hassle for that. I shouldn't. I mean, my credit's outstanding. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, no big deal. We'll see. Lucifer's paid off. The Vet's paid off. And I always told myself one car payment. But, you know, it's, I don't know. I have that itch to, you know, do bigger and better things. And I'm taking a big risk on myself, putting a lot of trust into myself because I've done it in the past and it's always paid off. And I need that, like, that scary excitement. If you've done it before, you know what I'm talking about. It's just like that pit in your stomach that something's telling you it's a really good idea. But, of course, there are, you know, some things that could potentially go bad. But in my case, the worst thing that could potentially happen, I would say, is, you know, maybe the content doesn't do that well, and maybe, you know, the 24 stuff isn't popping, or it dies down pretty quick and we just got to dump the car. That's like the worst case scenario in my position. And if anybody watching this right now has a car note, don't really do much with business stuff in the cars, and it's not making you money, it's not making you a return, I highly do not suggest, you know, having multiple car notes, especially if, you know, you're by yourself. This is going to be, you know, something that I kind of try for the first time. I'm definitely nervous, and that's coming from me, you know, somebody that buys and has sold cars many of times. So I just put that out there. Do not go, if you have like a car note on a 2014, and go buy a 2024 tomorrow. It's not the smartest thing, but for me, it makes sense. And we'll talk more into that, but we're at Ford now. This is where they keep all their trucks. And if you guys remember in the video, this was the street we were driving on. Come on, bro, wake the fuck up. Sleeping. Could buy a truck instead. That Roush truck looked fire. Oh my God, look at this Raptor, dude. Yo, that thing goes hard. They got the 24s over here. And it's actually the one I'm interested in right there. She looking good. Someone trying to buy that new Edge right now? They haven't moved. First off rip, they got this white 24. This is a base model. And, you know, for base wheels, I can't say those are the worst I've seen. They don't have performance pack on this car. It is a 10R80 car. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is a 10R80 car. And, you know, it's an Oxford white, which is a pretty clean color. I've never had a white car before, that I can remember at least. Doesn't have the active exhaust, which isn't really a big deal. But we have a black one here as well. And this is a 10R80 car, base. Yo, that Atlas is clean. That's a premium 10R80. Does it have active? It does. I was more drawn to the white because I've never had a white car, but the Atlas is clean. I don't know if I could do another blue Mustang. I have too many. I have two already, and a blue truck that I'm using. So it's just, it's too much, but they do have a gray. Not my first choice, just because, you know, when I think of buying a car, I think, you know, it's a business tool, so I want something that pops in the thumbnail. And when I bought Hades, the black S550, that was a nightmare when it came to doing thumbnails, because black cars, it's tough. It's tough to get it to pop, to get your attention. So I learned my lesson with that. But beautiful cars, when they're all cleaned up and stuff, I always love me a clean black car. I mean, I've only had 3 of them, but that's another 10R80. This one is a premium as well, so not too shabby. And then we have another black one. Oh man, we got a couple of them over here. Hold on, let's see what we got. So pretty much the same spec, I think. We have a silver one with the stripes. That don't look too bad. That silver again. And this is like dark matter. I don't think this is black. A lot of pollen on it, but I don't know what color that is exactly. I don't think it's black. Yeah, it's not black. And then we have some more over here. And the Vapor. Oh, these aren't GTs though. I think these are EcoBoost. The Vapor looks kind of good though. You know, I was considering a Vapor. Because it's like a one-off color. It's like the Fighter Jet Gray when you get a Mach 1. You know, it's a cool color to have, even though everybody gets it, but it is cool. But the white looks pretty good, and I think I could dazzle up a white pretty nice, to be honest. With that being said, I think I'm gonna go and try to get an employee, because I want to look at this white one, this white base right here. And I don't know, kind of interested in it. I feel like it would fit perfect. It is Oxford white, which again, I've never had a white Mustang, you know, red, white, and blue. We have the red Vet, we'd have the white S650, and we'd have, you know, an option of 2 blue Mustangs, which would be a pretty cool lineup, honestly. So I think, what are they asking for this one? So they are on sale. The sticker is 47. I think this is the one they're asking 43 for, or 44 for maybe. And the one that's at the other dealership that's the exact same spec is they're asking 41.7. So I mean, realistically, if we can crunch some numbers and, you know, they can drop me down, then this might be the one. Try to find somebody, see if we can take a look at this thing. Looks like somebody might be purchasing a new Edge. This was for sale. How's it going, man? You just buy it?
Don't know yet.
You're debating?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had a new Edge before?
A what?
Have you ever had a new Edge before?
Oh, Mustang?
Yeah. You have? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've had quite a few of them myself. I'm looking at a 24 over there. I saw this one up here the other day.
Had a long time ago.
Nice. Hell yeah, man. Well, they were asking what, 12.5 or something like that for this one? 12.5? Okay. Nice. Well, good luck, man. He is going to get soaked on that car. 12.5. And I think it had like 60,000 miles, but that's way too high for a stock new Edge, in my opinion. Look at this freaking Raptor R, though. It's not just a Raptor. It's a Raptor R. Look at this decal package. I've never seen that before. That is really cool, because I don't think Pete's has that on there. Oh, hey there, Billy. Let it eat. But yeah, this Raptor, crazy.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, man. I want to take a look at a 24 that's out here.
What was that?
A 24 Mustang. Sorry.
You just want to put the first pen?
No, I'm looking to buy one. I just got a couple questions on it, and just some things to go over real quick. I just want to check it out.
Perfect. I'll also get you some numbers so you have an idea.
Perfect. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I'd like to take a look at this one.
Are you
All right,
filming?
cool. Oh yeah, do you mind?
No.
Okay, cool. Got the keys to it. I'll peep the interior real fast. I mean, this is a base. That's kind of what we want, and it is a 10R80 car. You know, for multiple reasons. One, I have the Mach 1 over there, so why get an MT82 when I can get a 10R, and Romina will be able to drive it to and from work and stuff, so she could enjoy it, which will be cool. This one does have 31 miles on it, but I mean, it's pretty standard stuff. I've had the premium and whatnot, so I'm not really expecting anything crazy, but you get the 2 big screens. Flat bottom, that's cool. Can't believe they didn't put that in the Mach. That's sickening to me. But screens. Interior. Suspected a base would be. Again, nothing too crazy, but that's not the purpose. Purpose would be the new platform, the 10R80, and yeah, different color other than all the blue cars I have. So start her up. Oh gosh, the non-active is crazy. Non-active is crazy. So thankfully though, I already got an exhaust sitting at home. If we do pick this up, that'll get taken care of relatively quickly. Oh, the hood struts. Forgot they put those on every GT model now. Obviously the dual intakes, 5.0. Definitely, you know, the bases have come a long way in my opinion. Like, this is all I would need. I don't need all the bells and whistles anymore. I kind of learned my lesson having Hades. Like, don't get me wrong, it's nice, like the heated and cooled seats once in a while, but I mean, these freaking newer cars, dude, like the bases are, I think it's more than enough. Paddles right here. And I want to say, as far as like the technology and stuff, it's relatively all the same as a premium. I don't think like the integrated stuff is much different. So yeah, again, not really a big deal when it comes to the interior. It's cozy as it is. Let's see what it sounds like real quick. Yeah, that exhaust will definitely have to get ripped off. And I think I'd have to get a rear valance because it's a single single tip, which, you know, that's another option, another price tag for the dual active. I think these even come with the spares now. Yep. Instead of a compressor, you get a spare. It's so funny how they changed that up. Spare to compressor to now back to spare. So we're actually gonna hop in the car and take it to the Ford down the street because they have more on the lot, and they have another white one that's a little bit cheaper. I'll obviously potentially try to buy it afterwards. I do like the white though, and you know, if they had like a Vapor that would, you know, fit my needs, that would be a tough one to pass up on because the Vapor is such a, you know, kind of a unique color for these cars. So I don't know, I'm hoping they kind of do so I can see them side by side and kind of go from there, but the white is bright. So we're gonna drive the car up to the other Ford that's down the road. Good old 10R80, guys. It's been a while since I've owned one of these. Base seats are pretty comfortable. Driving to the other Ford right now. Car feels really good. Feels like Hades used to feel. Miss the 10R80. Definitely a good car to drive. It's a good daily. Got to do a lot of break-in miles though if we were to get one. That's the only unfortunate thing about a new car. Can't get on it and start ripping it. But honestly, it feels really refined. I think it feels better than Hades did stock. This, they definitely, you know, the interior, like I said, the base interior is kind of all you need unless you want, you know, ass coolers, heated seats and whatnot, or active exhaust. I was just telling them this one doesn't have it, but I got a full exhaust waiting at home already, so it's not really necessary. But all in all though, I think this is the first 10R80 S650 I've driven. MT82 one, very similar, just MT82. So we're gonna get to this Ford, check out the other cars, and just kind of see what we're working with. All right, so we made it, and there's actually quite a few white ones. I think they have 4. One right there, 2, 3, and 4. Now, I don't know what the differences are, but my God, why on earth is there a license plate bracket screwed into these bumpers? Oh, geez. Well, I don't think they have any of the Vapors. I was kind of hoping they'd have 1 or 2 Vapors floating around. I do like that color. I don't see any, though. I mean, we could fuck around and get a Mach-E in Vapor. That'd be kind of funny. Little twist of things, huh? Doesn't look like they have any Vapors. All good. Let's go take a look at the white. It's another white one. This one's an MT82 Premium. So this one, this is interesting because it's like a base car, non-performance pack, but it has the Brembos, and I think, are those performance pack wheels? It is a 10R80. That's a little strange. That's a little weird actually because it has the Brembo. So I wonder if this one was custom ordered. It had to have been. Holy, that's a lot. Wait, what is this one? That's a 401A, so fully optioned interior on that one. But I would believe this is the one we'd look at because this is the one that's on the website. Essentially same car. No, this one has this. Damn. Damn, this one's fucking... I was actually reading and talking to some people, and that's actually a common thing with these cars. So they said they're going to try to fix it for me, and they're pretty positive they can because it is just a slight adjustment. So they like loosen the bumper, tighten it up or something, and shift it a little bit. It could potentially just fix that little gap. And it's really not that big of a deal breaker for me. But, you know, like a car does come off a truck brand new, and you expect it to be brand new. You expect to be compensated for the defects. That's just the way it is. And the fact that it is like super common on these cars, you know, it is what it is. But it's a clean car. It's a nice car. It drives well. You know, it is a base. It's nothing too fancy or anything. But, you know, when we talk about platforms and, you know, wanting a project, I think this is going to be the perfect thing because I can show you guys how to go from a base model, really boring, you know, 10R80 5.0, and make something really cool out of it and put my own twist on it like I did the Redo Blue and Building Blucifer series and such. So I think this might be the one, honestly. I really do. I'm liking the white because, you know, I'm going to go black accents on this, and I think the white will do really well with that. So it's good looking. It's good looking. I like these wheels too. Like those wheels over there, those black, like really base looking GT wheels. And that one has a license plate screwed into it, so we're staying away from that. So we just got done driving it back to the dealership, and honestly, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I think it's gonna fit exactly what I need. And we're gonna go to one more Ford dealership, but I told my man I'm working with him only, and they can transfer cars back and forth, and he's a really cool dude. I'm actually gonna share his information after all this is said and done. But I'm liking this car. It's I think it's a perfect platform and the perfect base model, you know what I mean? Perfect base model. And I know it's not exactly what I wanted when I ordered my red 24, but this gives me so much excitement because it is ugly and it is a base, and we're gonna make it sweet, you know, with the DBP touch. So that's why I'm really stoked on it. And overall, I'm pretty happy with how it feels and everything and how it looks. And I'm really digging the white, especially with the base headlights, like the chrome tri-bar thing right there. That looks aggressive. I do like that. So I think we're gonna make it happen. Look how crazy the blue and white go together though. That looks sick. And just think the red vet, Lucifer, like I'm digging the white. I'm digging the white. I can understand why people buy white cars, especially with like black accents and stuff. I think it'll look freaking good. We're gonna go inside though. We're just gonna crunch some numbers, kind of see where I'm at. And this is like the cheapest one I found. I think we're gonna get this one. If I buy this exact one, it'll be $41,750, which, you know, that's the cheapest. That's only one option. That's the 10R80 option. That is it. Everything else is as base as it gets, which I'm cool with because, you know, we got Maverick if we want, you know, something a little fancier and a little change up. So that's kind of what we're working with right now. But we're going to go in and kind of see where we're sitting. And I'm going to go check out that one other dealership, see if they have any other cars they can get transferred over here. And we're going to try to get my man a sale. So let's go check that out. Spent some time here at Ford checking out their cars and stuff, and I'm actually gonna go check out another Ford that's kind of near my house just to kind of see what they have. And honestly, I'm really liking the white. I know it's kind of ugly, like there's no lying about that. It's an ugly car in my opinion, but all stock base cars are ugly until you do the fun part, and that's modify them and make them your own. And you know your boy could definitely make that happen. So it's an option. I'd like it. I'm kind of leaning towards it a little bit, but right now we're gonna go check out the last Ford of the day and kind of see what they got. You know, I do like the Vapor Blue. The Vapor Blue is clean, but it's kind of hard to find something that would be reasonable because I'm not trying to ball out on an S650 because, you know, I got this thing. Glad I'm out roaming around though, checking out the options because there's quite a few of them. Checked out 2 Fords, going to the 3rd now to wrap up the day, the shopping for a Mustang GT, and maybe we can make it happen, maybe we won't. Figured I'd throw this out there and kind of feel it out because having a 24 on the channel would be pretty cool, especially a 10R80 again. Oh, I miss it. We'll see. So we're pulling up to the other Ford. Just gonna take a look and see what they got, and they actually have their Mustangs. Looks like parked up front here. Those are at least EcoBoosts. Please tell me they got 5.0s though. That would be wicked. That black looks kind of crazy though. Is that an EcoBoost with Brembos? Big ass Brembos? I don't really see anything though. Where would they do this? They have a lot though in their lot. Jesus. But I don't see any Coyotes, dude. Hold up there, brother. Y'all better have some Coyotes and not those damn EcoBoosts on display. That would be a sin. Oh, and I can't get out that way. They do have a lot though. A lot of inventory here. But I don't know if they have any Mustangs, which is kind of sad. Look at that thing. Tell me she ain't bad. Like, just look at that. Y'all are tripping. Could walk away with a Super Duty. Believe it or not, it would be sweet, but I want to accomplish the goal of towing a car with Big Blue. That's my goal. Like, these trucks are nice and all, but Big Blue, Grandpa's truck, we gotta put that thing to work. So we're gonna pass on the Super Duty. And because, you know, my savings account don't really work like that, so it's not gonna happen. Broncos. What are these things? These are aren't these ones like the super cheap trucks? Like they're very, very inexpensive, but they're, what the fuck are they called again? Oh my God, Maverick. Geez, I feel horrible. Damn, that's what my car's named after? That thing looking, I mean, bro. You versus the one she tells you not to worry about. They really do not have any Mustangs here. Besides like the EcoBoost. Oh, they have one 5.0. That was a 5.0 with the Brembos. That wasn't an EcoBoost. But I do not see any 5.0s other than that one, which is crazy. Come on. Look at this thing. Look at all those rivets. You have any 5.0s? Or is that the only one? That's just that one, huh?
Here, we got access to a bunch of them.
I got you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. It's a cool color. Red Brembos look really good. What are they asking on this one? 56. It's a nice car. They do have a lot of trucks here, though. Shit ton of trucks. As far as coyotes, though, I'm actually impressed. There's one coyote here on this whole lot. That would change if, you know, if I ran this place. If I ran this joint, we'd have coyotes everywhere. You need somebody to manage your inventory to make some sales? I got you. Performance Pack 24 GTs in both MT82 and 10R80. I promise they'll sell more than those EcoBoosts. I mean, they got to. I would definitely like to get behind the wheel of the like sportier performance Mach-E. I know it makes me sick calling it a Mach because that over there is a Mach. Oh my God, there's that green. Sorry. Romina would absolutely love that green. I almost said something wicked, but yeah, she would love that green. Y'all are absolutely tripping, dude. For those that don't like the Mach, what are you smoking? Because for one, send me some, because I definitely want to feel what it's like not to think with your mind. This thing is freaking sick. So don't care what you say. Peep the pandas. I know people hate on those too. Fuck you. Well, that was a absolute fail. Ford, I love you. Sheehy Ford of Ashland. You're kind of in my neighborhood. We need to get some Mustangs at this dealership, bro. Y'all need something. But on that note, we're gonna head home and I don't know, probably eat some food. I haven't eaten all day. I've been out roaming around looking for a 24, and I want you all to give me your honest opinion. Would you like to see me do my DBP thing on a 24 GT? Because I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. That's all I gotta say. So let me know down below, and I don't know where else this vlog is gonna go. Slap that like button for your boy, and let's go get some food. Well, I just passed the cop, and he bounced up behind me. I am probably getting pulled. Motherfucker. I was doing 79 too. Please don't get me. That's all I'm asking. Oh yeah, he's getting over. Yeah. Turn this thing in hush mode. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh, he's not getting me. Thank God, dude. I was like, I'm having such a good day. It's about to be the weekend. Do not pull me. I'm about to pull your ass, son. All right, taking the same exit. It's getting a little awkward now, just a little bit. So we're picking this vlog up the next day, and I gotta say, looking at the 2024s again after that whole situation with the first time and, you know, canceling mine and stuff, it would be really cool to get one. I'm leaning towards the idea. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but I'm happy that I got to at least test drive the 10R80, because if I do get one, it's the 10R80, because there would be no point in having 3 manual cars, and considering I have, you know, the Mach 1 and the Tremec, that's the cream of the crop when it comes to the manual. So I'm gonna keep bouncing this idea back and forth to see if this is something that's gonna be worth it, if I can make it happen, and is it like something cool, you know, would it be a cool build on the channel? So let me know down below. But in the meantime, I am going to do some searching. I'm gonna kind of look around and just kind of see if there's anything that catches my eye, and if there is, you know, we'll jump on it. I appreciate y'all so much for tapping into today's video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, drop a like up on this video, because we have some really big things coming. Even if we don't get an S650, we're gonna make things happen, all right? So if this is you on the screen, subscribe to the channel, drop a like. I'll catch you Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time for another video. Deuces.